time to settle it on the field. Introducing college football's national championship by Sega Sports. 32 top college teams going head-to-head. No sports riders, just great football action. College football's national championship, only on Sega Genesis.
Sega!
We've brought you here for a little chat about your teeth and some good news. An instrument made to get between teeth that you can comfortably use at home. The new generation Crest Complete. First, Crest created a brush to fit your teeth, designed to penetrate and clean far between them. Now new Crest Complete goes even farther than before. The better you care for your teeth, the more you and your dentist can enjoy these little visits. New Crest Complete, the dentist's choice for rippled brushes.
2 laps to go in the season. Mario is out of the race, but still in the car. Paul Tracy leads by 20 seconds over Raoul Boisel and Jacques Villeneuve. The white flag now comes out with 1 lap to go for Paul Tracy. Raoul Boisel and Villeneuve battling for second. Fittipaldi, Fabi, and Lyondike to some degree in this battle, just up the hill behind them. But right now it is Teo Fabi trying his best to take 4th place away from Emerson Fittipaldi.
Oh, great fight. We've seen this at Laguna Seca so many times that it goes all the way down to the flag before this is decided. But Emerson, to our surprise, seems to have backed up a little bit since that last yellow flag situation.
Battles are spread out around the circuit now as Paul Tracy drives on the final lap. And this is the fight on the circuit. Teo Fabi inching closer to Emerson Fittipaldi. Paul Tracy on the climb up the hill now as we watch Fittipaldi and Fabi. Fabi looked to the inside. Fittipaldi makes his car just as wide as he can. No move there for Teo Fabi.
So Tracy down to the hairpin.
Paul Tracy coming down from the top of the hill, makes his turn onto the pit straight, and for the 8th time in his IndyCar career, slowing down as he comes off the final corner, Paul Tracy takes the checkered flag from Nick Finoro. And Penske has broken the record. 12 wins by the Penske team in a single season, breaking the modern record. Here is that battle, Fittipaldi and Fabi. Fabi's last chance is here. He tries to come to the inside, it won't work. They'll climb the hill together and maintain position. Raoul Boisel fashes across ahead of Jacques Villeneuve, then Fittipaldi, then Teo Fabi. Arie Luyendyk will finish in 6th place. Let's go to Gary Gerould in the pits.
Well, as Paul Tracy savors what this man, Mario Andretti, has savored so many times, Mario, the moment has finally come. What are the feelings that you're experiencing right now?
Well, it's just a bit empty only because I couldn't finish the, the race. But, for the rest of it, it's been a wonderful weekend all around. Just you could never top this, in 2 careers. So all in all, I can say clearly this was the best day of my career only because of the affection that was displayed toward me at the beginning by the fans and the racing community. It just been totally awesome.
What was the feeling, Mario, when you concluded practice this morning and you came down to this reception with all the teams wearing the Arrivederci Mario shirts and thanks for the memories, and that it funneled down into that very narrow corridor? What were you thinking?
Well, like I said, just unbelievable. I don't know how you're supposed to feel like that because it's so special, and certainly something that's never going to happen to me in my lifetime, but it happened, and it's going to be something that I will remember always, and whenever I'm down, for whatever reason, I'll be thinking of that, and it's going to lift me up forever.
Mario, you've said all along you've had the luxury of being able to focus on the next race, the next test session, whatever. Now you can't focus on those types of things. What are you going to focus on for tomorrow?
Well, whatever my goals are, obviously, I'm going to try to attack everything with the same tenacity and see if it works. I'm just going to have to find out if there's life after driving after all, and I'm sure there is.
Mario, it has been such a great ride over 31 years, and it's been a pleasure for us to be along for a good portion of it. Thanks so much for the great memories.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
407 starts, 52 wins, a world championship in Formula One, an IndyCar championship, an Indy championship, a Daytona 500, and that career has come to an end. We'll be back, though, with much. Back at Laguna Seca, the 6th Penske 1-2-3 finish of the year. Paul Tracy's 8th win, and he's with Jan Beekes.
Paul Tracy's just getting the congratulations here from Nigel Bennett, the designer of the Penske chassis. Paul, that was a great run today. It couldn't go any better than that now, could it?
No, it was a great win for the Penske team from Marlboro. It's what could be my last race. We don't know yet, but it was a terrific win. The car was beautiful all day, and the car was handling absolutely perfect. It was just I could leave everybody. The tires were staying with it. It was just perfect.
Now you've had a lot of confidence ever since you've come here to Laguna, and just previous to that, you drove a Formula One car that you had to get in there, you had to get aggressive, even push harder in the corners. How much did that help you here today? You seem like you just had everything your way.
Well, I think it helped a lot. I haven't had a chance to test in a long while, and it definitely boosted my confidence running well in the F1 car, but I'm looking forward to Indy cars in '95 and trying to win a championship.
Thank you, Paul. Congratulations. Let's go to Gary Gerald.
And with Raul Boisel, Dick Simon is here, Richie Simon, all of these people that have worked so hard. And in your final drive now for Dick Simon, here you are really knocking on that door. It had to be a great thrill to be so competitive in the late stages of this race and not have to make any changes on the setup all day long. Yeah, definitely it was on the car. My Duracell Lula run flawless. The crew, as usual, did a fantastic job on the pit stop. It's really, a way to finish the season. With Dick Simon, the last 2 seasons been great. We've been have some problems that we didn't win a race or finish in the podium on the roster more times. But finally, last race the season was great for everybody. It was something that we were waiting for a long time. What is the emotion, Raul, knowing that it is your last time to drive for Dick Simon and this team? Well, definitely it's a mixed feeling. The team is a great little team. We season with with a rewarding like that. Well, we congratulate you on a great drive. Enjoy this moment with this crew, and we hope we're in victory lane the day you break through and get that first one. Thank you very much. Thank you, Paul.
Four times Raul Boisel has finished in 2nd place. This and 3 times last year. Unofficially, here are the final results. Paul Tracy, Raul Boisel, Jacques Villeneuve, Emerson Fittipaldi, Teo Fabi, Arie Luyendyk. A record 12th win this season for Team Penske. 6 times this year he finished 1, 2, and 3. As we look down through the order now and the unofficial results, Paul Tracy, Derek, has certainly matured this season.
Sometimes you see a change in a person or a driver. I honestly believe since Mid-Ohio when he finished 2nd, I think there is a new maturity in Paul Tracy, and what a representative he was at Benetton when the Formula One test for IndyCar. I think Paul Tracy's speed is still there, but I think that tendency to fly off the road is now gone.
So the season is ended. It begins again next March in Miami, Florida. Ralph Sanchez says there's plenty of seats, so make sure you're ready for that. There's still more to do here at Laguna Seca, so stay with us at the Toyota Grand Prix of Monterey, the Bank America 300. Today's coverage of the IndyCars from Laguna Seca has been brought to you by Toyota and their full line of quality cars and trucks. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By PPG, world leaders in automotive finishes. And by Haynes Automotive Repair Manuals. See Haynes, see how. So Paul Tracy has taken the win here, followed by Raul Boisel, Jacques Villeneuve, Emerson Fittipaldi. They're your top 6 in the point standings. Of course, much of this locked up earlier in the season, and Roger Penske has his dream here. 1, 2, 3 in the points fight. And let's go down once again and talk with the champion of the IndyCars now, Al Unser Jr.
Well, Al has changed his uniform, come out here thanking his crew, and I know that there's probably a lot of disappointment because you wanted to get a checkered flag, and what a great job you were able to do after your crew kept you from losing a lap to come from the back of the field to 2nd place to challenge, and then this late disappointment.
Isn't that one heck of a race team, I tell you. They really did good. Me and Robbie Gordon got together at the beginning of the race, and it ended up bending a steering arm on the right front, and we were able to keep it running, and I brought it in real slow, and they changed that steering arm, changed the front wings and all, and I didn't get down a lap. I mean, the Marlboro Team Penske is a super race team, and I'm just so proud to be driving for them.
Well, you didn't get the victory that would have made it a clear-cut record for the modern day in driving Indy cars in a season. Is that a big disappointment to you, Al?
Well, you don't get those chances very often, and so to be sharing the record with Michael is great. You know, to have 8 wins is a super deal. You know, I kind of wanted the points more than anything, really, and but you know, I guess we'll just have to save it for next year.
Well, we look forward to seeing you the first weekend in March down on the streets of Miami. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you very much.
Paul?
And for the IndyCar champion, Al Unser Jr., a special little musical tribute for one very terrific season.
I'm Al Unser Jr., Marlboro Team Penske. I'm the driver. Do you want to know what it takes to be the PPG IndyCar World Champion? Speed. An engine that rips them apart. 7 new track record. And you always need a little bit of luck. Good luck. If you stay out of their way, you won't get in trouble. Hey, don't forget the crew.
The crew! The crew! The crew! The crew!
4 tires, a tank full of fuel, and we're out of there. And of course, you always gotta look cool. You like my shades? Hey, won't that look good on the mantle?
And as we welcome you back to Laguna Seca, the 1994 season is now complete, and it's an opportunity in the last few moments of our last telecast of the year to reflect a bit on what we've seen, not only today, but of course throughout a season that began down in Australia in the middle of March. A year ago at this time, we were talking about the amazement of Nigel Mansell and his dominance in his rookie IndyCar season on the ovals. We never thought we'd see anything quite like that. Well, frankly, I didn't think we'd see anything like the dominance of the Penske team this year and the great performance of Al Unser Jr. in his first full season for Roger Penske. What a monumental year it has been for them. I think there's a certain amount of sadness, of course, because we're bidding farewell to Mario Andretti as an active driver, as we have A.J. Foyt, Rick Mears, Al Unser Sr., Johnny Rutherford, to name a few. An era has come to an end. And Mansell, of course, is going back to Formula One. But I think the thing that's so very exciting for all of us who are close to this sport is the fact that there are young drivers like Jacques Villeneuve and Robbie Gordon who are making that transition. We're excited about it. We're looking ahead already to 1995. Let's check in with Jan and get his thoughts on this 94 season.
Well, you know, Gary, 1994 from a technical standpoint has been a fantastic year. Of course, the Penske chassis dominated, but the technical development that they made now is going to spread across the other teams. Think of the Lola, think of the Reynard. They have to absolutely stand on the gas to make sure they can beat the Penske chassis next year. Think about the tire war for 1995. Look at this Penske chassis, absolutely streaked with rubber from one end to the other. You see, Goodyear obviously has to try everything they can to prepare for Firestone coming in and really challenging them for the front. I think it's been a fantastic year to watch what happens technically, but man, next year I think we might have a slightly more level playing field. It's going to be fantastic. Paul?